It takes 1.5 million barrels of oil per year to make plastic water bottles in the United States. 86% of these plastic water bottles will end up in our landfills, lakes, rivers, and oceans. Americans should drink tap water instead of bottled water to save money, protect the environment, and to benefit their health. You can save money by drinking tap water. Tap water only costs pennies per day, while bottled water can cost anywhere from 80 cents or more per day. 40% of bottled water is simply tap water with good filtration. Americans are paying for something that they could get at home for free. Bottled water is not only expensive, but the plastic bottles are even more costly for the environment. By drinking tap water, the amount of energy used to produce plastic bottles can begin to decrease. Bottled water production damages the environment by using excessive amounts of energy and resources. It takes 2,000 more times of energy to produce bottled water than it does to produce tap water. Plastic bottle factories release harmful toxins into the air. These harmful toxins contribute to the global climate change. The taking away of plastic bottling factories would be like taking 100,000 cars off the road. It would also take 1 billion pounds of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Recycling the plastic bottles could help the environment, but 86% end up in the landfills and take thousands of years to decompose. Once the plastic does decompose in the landfills, it can seep into the soil and flow right into our oceans and lakes and rivers. For those who may not care about the environment, the subject of their own health may come into concern when it comes to bottled water versus tap water. Studies have found that fluoride is found in tap water but is absent in bottled water. The lack of fluoride can damage the enamel of teeth, thus weakening them over time. The absence of fluoride in bottled water is especially harmful in children who need fluoride to strengthen their teeth as they grow. The bottled water industry is supervised by the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, and tap water is monitored by the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. The FDA does not require disinfection of bottled water, while the EPA does require disinfection of tap water. Testing for bacteria in bottled water is only required once a week, while in tap water it is required hundreds of times per month. The FDA does not require to use certified lab technicians for testing, to report violations, or to inform consumers of contamination, while the EPA is required to comply with all three. Health is important to all Americans, and they deserve to know the facts when it comes to making the decision between bottled water and tap water. The Clean Drinkable Tap Water Act has been required since 1974, when the Safe Water Drinking Act was established. There is no reason to pay a fortune for water, to contribute to the downgrading of the environment, or not to reap the benefits that tap water provides. Now, if you're like me, I don't really care for my tap water at home, because it tastes a little chlorinated. For some, their water tastes very mineral, so what I would suggest is getting a home filtration system. There are two different common types, Brita and Pure. For me, I use a Brita filter. It's just a container that filters my water and then sits in the fridge so I can have a cold drink whenever I want. You simply open the lid, pour the tap water in, the filter in the inside filters it out into the bottom, and that is your clean tap water. The filter you have to replace about once a month, but it's definitely worth it. It makes your water taste much better. Wow, that's some good tap water. And you know what? It didn't cost me $1 at the market.